Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today I have Andrea Eygenraam with us. She is a writing empowerment coach and author. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Of course, we're happy to have you. We'll go into the first question. The first one I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
I ended up going through a very dark time a few years ago. I lost my house, engagement, and my hope, and I nearly gave up many times. But then I made a decision and I moved, and I took a personal development course, got my coaching certification and my Reiki practitioner. I published my first solo book that is now one of 7 that I'm involved with, and I have a house, a wonderful partner, a new car, a trailer, and the biggest lesson from that is that we are only one choice away from a totally different life.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that's within your expertise or industry?
I believe fully that everyone can write a book, and even if they want to, because whether or not they believe that they can write, 81% of people want to write a book and only 3% do, but it's possible for everybody who wants it.
And what is your best piece of overall business advice? So not necessarily industry specific.
Basically, to always try and course correct and don't walk away before the miracle happens, and just observe the lessons and be okay with uncertainty.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
That you have the strength inside to conquer everything and don't give up hope.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
To be comfortable and confident in yourself, and don't let others affect you or knock you down.
And, this will be a great question for you. What is the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from it?
I loved Big Magic from Elizabeth Gilbert, and one of the big lessons in that one was to invite fear along, but don't let it drive.
And what is your favorite quote and why?
There's one from Anise Nin that she says, the world shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. And it's so true, because the more courageous you are and the more you can take risks, the more fulfilling and big your life can be.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
They can find me with my company name, with My Inspired Communications on Facebook and Instagram, or Andrea Eygenraam on LinkedIn and Twitter.
Perfect. Thank you again for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.